So you want to start journaling in 2024 but do not know where to start, how to even start about it, and how to go about everything? I got you. Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to my channel. On this side of the internet, it's all about self-love, self-growth, and self-development. As I always say, emphasis on the self part. Journaling, for me, for the longest time, has been an essential part of my life. Like, you get me mad, I'm on my notebook. You piss me off, I'm on my notebook. I got ideas, my notebook. I'm sad, my notebook. I'm happy, my notebook. This, that, my notebook. You need one too. And people underestimate the power of journaling because, a lot of people get intimidated when they hear about journaling. They're like, oh, are you telling me to write a book? Are you telling me to keep writing? And for some people that is not their thing. But trust me, journaling is so fun and it's such a wonderful experience. And if you've not been doing it, I highly recommend it. And that is why I'm here. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about journaling. Before I start telling you buy this, write this, do this, I'm gonna tell you the personal mistakes I made when I started journaling. Even up to date, things I never really knew were actually holding me back from having the full experience when it came to journaling. And I want to share this with you so that at least next time you don't have to, what's the essence? I go through it for you not to go through it, right? One mistake was having no aim. Like, I used to take my book and I used to write constantly. I was just writing stuff, and yeah, it did kind of help because it helped me to let go of whatever emotions I was feeling at that time, but it didn't really give me relief because I was just writing, and I found myself in this cycle whereby I was like, I take my book, I write, and then I think I feel better. Then after 2 seconds, I'm pissed off again. Then I take my book, then I write, and it was just an endless cycle, and I kind of didn't like it. And for a while, I kind of stopped writing because, what's the essence of doing something if it doesn't give you the return emotion you're looking for, right? Like, it needs to give you some sense of fulfillment. And for me, it didn't really do that. And that is because I was just constantly writing. Like, I didn't have a format, and it might not sink in right now, but I'll help you understand this when you go to the solutions part. Another mistake I used to make so much was I was so scared to be completely open when writing. Like, a lot of people, when you're writing in your diaries, if so to call them, you're like, what if someone finds my book? What if someone reads this? What if someone actually knows this is what I'm feeling? What if someone reads my secret? And that is kind of a limiting way to go around things because you're not able to fully express yourself in that book. Like, you need to be able to pour out every single thing you're feeling inside. And I was so afraid of writing down because I was like, what if my parents find that book? What if my friends find that book and they read it? And I know, yeah, it's scary to have the idea of someone being able to see into your thoughts by writing it down. It's scary, but trust me, it's worth it. Once you learn to be vulnerable and completely open when writing down and jotting down your ideas and feelings, it completely gives you relief. You'll be completely relieved, trust me. Another mistake I did, I wasn't embracing my own unique style of journaling. Like, I used to look at my friends' notebooks and they looked nice. Like, girls and notebooks are just, and I was like, why isn't my notebook that decorated? Why isn't my notebook that fancy? Why am I not using all these fancy fonts in my book? And actually, that was a mistake. Like, journaling, yes, it's art, it's a form of expression, but it's not supposed to be so formalized. Your journal doesn't have to look so pretty. It doesn't have to look so, girlish. It just has to be unique to you. If other people's journals are pink and purple, whatever, it's fine. If you like your book black and plain, it's fine. It's your book, okay? That draws me into the next mistake I used to do. I used to think that my journal has to be so expensive. Like, people used to have such expensive notebooks, these fancy notebooks with these hard covers. And I was like, I can't have a notebook. I can't journal in a simple exercise. That was a very wrong idea that I had in my head and that I automatically had to get rid of. Another mistake I did, like, I was not being aesthetic. Now, don't get me wrong. If you don't like your notebook decorated with stickers and all that stuff, it's fine. But I came to realize that there comes some sort of value in putting effort into decorating something. Like even if it's a plain book, you know, the moment it's decorated to your style, the moment it's decorated to your own preferences, you tend to value it more. You get me? Like, are you getting the idea? Like, if you compare, just compare if you have two pairs of shoes, right? You have this pair of shoe and this other pair of shoe. Like, this one pair of shoe, you are taking so much care of it, you wouldn't even want to see that on it. That is exactly what I'm saying. Compared to this other pair of shoes, you'd be like, you know what, I don't really care about it. If it gets mud, fine. It's the same thing with your journal. It's okay if you don't like putting too much artistic effort into it, but if you can, please do, because it will help you value it more. So now that we've highlighted all the mistakes that I feel I made during journaling and that I hope you don't make in your journaling journey, now it's down to the solutions and adjustments that we need to make. Journal with an aim, right? Like, what I mean is this: like, when you sit down to take your book and you want to write, maybe you're pissed off, maybe you're triggered, ask yourself, what exactly am I writing? What am I aiming to release? What emotion or feeling am I aiming to understand? If something has happened and you're upset, when you're taking your journal, be like, you know what? Trigger. What happened? Why did I react to it? Why could I be feeling like this? What could I do to feel better? You know, like, the moment you structure your writing, it actually gives you more sense. Like, you'll be able to read through it sometime later and you'll be like, you know, oh, so this is what happened. They did this, I felt like this, I got triggered, then I reacted, then now I did this, you know. If you structure your writing, it makes sense, you know, and it gives you a sense of relief. So have an aim. Ask yourself, am I writing down to deal with a trigger? Am I writing down to deal? Am I trying to jot down some happy feelings? Am I trying to jot down some sad feelings? Am I trying to get to the bottom of something that is bothering me? You know, like, just don't just write. I know journaling is about writing, but at the same time, don't just write. I hope that makes sense. Have an aim with your journaling. Give it a structure, give it an aim. What am I aiming to feel? What am I aiming to find out? What am I aiming to discover? And by using this approach, you'll be able to fully maximize the power of journaling, and it will be even a wholesome experience for you. So journal with an aim. Be vulnerable 100%. Don't write down halfway. Don't write down things you feel people won't laugh at. Don't write down things you feel are not too vulnerable for you. Write down everything, and by everything I mean everything. If you're sad, write down everything. Who made you sad? What did they do? Why were you sad? If you're happy, who made you happy? What happened? Why do you feel happy? You know, don't be afraid to express yourself, because if you have that fear that, what if someone finds my book? What if someone reads it and laughs at me? You won't be able to express yourself to the maximum the way you should, you know. And if the fear is about someone finding your book, I mean, you can't miss a place to keep your journal. I mean, journals are personal, and that is a rule that people should learn to respect. Journals are personal. Even if you pick it on the floor, don't read it. But, well, people will be people. So just find a decent place you can put your journal. You can't miss a space. I know for some of you, privacy is an issue in your homes. You don't have the entire room to yourself. You don't have the entire house to yourself. But you can't miss even a place in your clothes, in your closet, where you can just stash your journal nicely. I mean, no one will find it. So yeah, be vulnerable, express yourself. If you have to draw like little sad faces, draw. If you have to draw little tears, draw. If you have to cry, then like circle that tear spot where you cried, cry. That is the essence of a journal. Your journal is supposed to be your best friend. That best friend you probably don't have that you can open up to. That best friend that you probably don't have that you can tell everything. That is what your journal is there for. Your journal is your best friend, and your best friend should know everything. Don't shortchange your journal. Tell her everything, okay? Open up. Be vulnerable. Don't be afraid. Embrace your own unique format of writing. If you feel like you express yourself best through poems, write poems. You don't have to write letters. Like, personally for me, I feel I express myself best when I use letters. Like, I will write down pages. If I get mad, I'm going to jot down everything. I'll even have like 4 or 5 pages just dedicated to expressing my frustration, and that is my own way. If for you, you feel like drawing, you know, drawing is actually a form of journaling. For most people, if you draw, you just feel relieved. That picture, you look at it, it expresses what you feel. Use your own unique style. So if you feel like you express yourself best by writing songs, write songs. Your journal is not a textbook whose format is so strict. Your journal is your best friend, and you tell your best friend things the best way you know how. If I tell my best friend my secrets in English, you tell your best friend your secrets in Spanish. She'll tell her best friend her secrets in Latin, whatever. That's the point. That is what I'm trying to say. So use your own different form. Use poems, use songs, use art, use scribbles, use coded words. Like for some people, they just feel comfortable using coded words in their journal, so just use coded words. Who cares? It's your book, it's your best friend. They are the one who are supposed to hear from you. Don't care what other people say. Don't care what other people might think if they were to ever go through your journal. It's your personal best friend, and she deserves to feel your expression in your own most unique way. Get aesthetic, girl, and I cannot overemphasize this. Like, decorate your notebook. If it's stickers, use stickers. If it's highlighters, use highlighters. If it's colors, use colors. If it's cutouts from magazines, use cutouts. Use whatever you feel needs to be in your journal. It's your own personal world, the one place you feel safe. So don't be afraid to decorate it to fit your own preferences. If you like drawing, if you like want to scribble on the cover of your journal, scribble. If you want to stick things, stick. No one should tell you anything, and it's supposed to be, remember, it's all about uniqueness. It's all about expression. Express yourself, because trust me, when you decorate your journal, over time you create more value about it. You get to appreciate it more. It's like your small baby that you're raising. You get to appreciate it more. So get aesthetic, decorate your journal. Get crazy with it. Get them crayons, get the colors, get the pens, get the highlighters, get the stickers, get the jewels, whatever, even necklace, whatever you want to stick on it, stick on it. It's yours. When it's pretty in your eyes, it's valuable to your heart. Trust me. You don't need an expensive notebook, so don't be discouraged. You want to start journaling but you don't have a fancy notebook? Get the last exercise book you saw on your cupboard. Get the last book you've been using in high school, the last one that wasn't filled up. Cut out those written on pages and start anew with that book. Use that, and in the future, if you can afford a better book, it's fine. But remember, it's not about the book, it's about the quality of the experience, and the quality is not determined by the value, monetary value of the book. So you just need any book. Get any book you can get and start journaling today. I hope this video helped, and remember, we're here for each other. And let me remind you something. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive. Yeah, you're shocked, I know. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive. You can experience maximum self-care and self-love on a budget or even free. If you want to know how, don't forget to check out the video in the description. Click on the link. And before I forget, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to drop a like if you found value from this video. Comment. I want to hear from you guys. DM me on Instagram what kind of videos you might want to see from me. And remember, life is beautiful, and so are you. Bye.